Hello, hello. Welcome back to my hands. Today's video, I am going to work on finishing this Mary ornament that I stitched just this week. I'm hoping to fit it onto this white kind of painted wooden ornament that I got at Michael's. I'll show you guys the barcode, but as it says, I got it in 2019, so I don't know if this exact thing exists anymore, but this is what I'm using. Okay, so I have my piece all nice and pressed. I'm gonna just cut it out with kind of like 2-inch margins, and then we'll start working on kind of prepping. We'll work on prepping everything. I don't know. I'm gonna speed parts of this video up, but some of it I'll probably be kind of chatty, so it'll probably kind of go back and forth. We'll see how it goes. This isn't really a tutorial because I've never really finished a round ornament on a piece of wood. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll tell you what I'm doing and explain if I think it makes sense to. So yeah, let me get started by trimming this down. Oh, I should probably mention this super cute little stitch piece. This pattern is a freebie from Hands-On Design. It's called Berries in Bloom. I think it can be found on her Facebook page. If I can find the link to it, I'll link it down below. But yeah, this is a free pattern for anyone to stitch up. And I didn't have the called for fabric or flosses, so I just picked my own and I love it. So I don't have like a circle template or like a circle stencil that I've seen other people use. So I'm kind of, you know, reaching around and grabbing some round things I have on my desk. Ooh, this is actually pretty close. Let's see how big this. It's a 4-inch circle. And that's a 4-inch circle. So it looks like this ornament is like the same size-ish. There's a little bit of space. I'm trying to decide how much margin I can leave, or if I'll just do it all the way around. Yeah, I think it does need to be the same width in order to get the entire ornament on without losing any of the stitching. So I think I'll prep my my mat board. I'm gonna cut a circle of mat board that is gonna basically be just inside, because by the time I add the batting and the stitching, I wanna make this all line up on this ornament. So, and this was almost exactly right. So I'll cut this, I'll use this as my circle template, or maybe I can use this. We'll see what I do. Okay, so now I've got my circle, my 2 circles. I'm gonna kind of cut between them and hopefully end up with a circle that is almost the same size as the top of this ornament. Okay, this is just a little bit big, so let me make this just a little smaller. Okay, I think that's pretty perfect. Okay, I just ran outside and used my Aleens Tacky glue spray adhesive to spray down the piece of mat board. And I am gonna add a piece of batting. This is just 100% cotton batting, low loft cotton batting that I get from my long arm quilting studio. So just any kind of batting you have on hand. I just like a slightly softer look. Okay, so I think to make sure I have this in the right position, centered, I am going to use just some thread to kind of draw in the circle on the back so I can have everything nice and tight on the back and kind of adjust the piece, you know, to exactly where I want it on the circle. So let's see, how do I want to do that? I think I'm going to take off a little bit of the corners here so I have a little bit less fabric to work with. Okay, I'm going to start with it here, and then I'm just going, actually I think I'm going to start on the outside and just do a kind of, actually I'll let that go for now. So what I'm going to do is just use my needle to run a running stitch kind of all along about a 1/2 inch in from the edge. I don't like to go right up against the edge because I don't want my linen to ravel, and obviously you can't come too close because you want it to be on the back side when you fold it over. So don't go right up next to your stitching, and don't go right up next to the edge if you have enough. Probably should have cut a little bit longer of a piece of thread. I'll just start gathering. And so then just holding onto your needle and the end of your thread, just pull like a drawstring and let the thread okay, so now I'm going to kind of use my fingers to roll this into place and center it. Okay, sorry, I didn't talk during that part, but I got stressed out about making this thread work because my knot started coming undone. So basically what I did is I used the thread to kind of, you know, drawstring in the backing. And then I went across in kind of a star pattern to tie off the thread and kind of cinch everything up in the center. And so now this is nice and secure, and I'm just gonna kind of stare at it like, you know, head on and kind of make adjustments to where it's laying so that it's, you know, nicely centered on our circle. And the edges, I know there's like, you know, little, I didn't cut a perfect circle. I was using, you know, scissors. I don't have a circle cutter. So there's, you know, slight deviations from the perfect circle, but I think I'm gonna create some cording out of DMC to go around the edge. So, or I might use some chenille. I don't know. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'll definitely have a trim to kind of cover up the wonky circle. Okay, I haven't even shown this on my floss tube yet, but I got a bag of bits from Lady.Creates. Helen D had posted about these on her channel, and so I ran over and snagged a bag before they sold out, and it's just like odds and ends of leftover bits of trim and some colors like she might be testing out. And so I'm gonna dig through this and see if there's a trim. Otherwise I've got a whole drawer full of stuff, or I can make DMC cording. So I'm gonna get my options together and then make a decision about how I'm gonna finish this. I don't think there's a good chenille color in here, except maybe the brown? No, I don't like the brown. Okay, so no chenille. I don't think rickrack would work for a circle. the pom-poms. Not that green. Maybe this, but do I want a pom-pom or would I rather do... Ooh, I do like the pom-pom. That's pretty cute. Ooh, there's this bright red, but it's not long enough. Nope, okay. I guess this red's good too, because I do have that faded pinky red. Okay, so let's keep that as an option. I guess I could do, no, I don't want to do cream. No, that's too blue. Okay. And then these are just some pretty ribbons, but that's not gonna work for right now, so let me try it. Can I shove this back into this bag? Oh, I made myself snort. All right, let's try. I mean, this whole bag I think was like $8 or $9. I don't even remember, but well worth the money, whatever I paid for it. I wish I could remember now. I don't. It was not expensive. Ooh, these might be the perfect ones. I have some of the brick house pom-poms. Yeah, that's the color. This is really pretty, but it's a little corally. I'm gonna use the redder ones. Okay. All right, so before I attach the trim though, I need to attach this to the wood backing. So I am going to use my Aleens Tacky glue to do that, and then I'm going to set it under something pretty heavy in order to get all of the edges and the back to adhere nicely. So let me get that going. Okay, so now it's nice and glued down. I might actually just let that sit right on top of it again while I get the pom-poms going. So if you've never worked with Lady Dot Create pom-poms, it's really nice because you can take the tape off, and because I want to glue these on, and so I don't want to have to worry about trying to hide this tape, so I'm just going to take it right off of the string of pom-poms. She has instructions for how to do this on her website, but you can also watch me do it if you've never done it. So you kind of just wiggle your fingers in and find there's like a string that runs inside the pom-poms and then inside the tape. And so I'm looking for that here. So I've got it loose, so I have a little something to pull on here. And then with a pair of sharp scissors, I'd like to go maybe 2 or 3 inches back and find the tape further down the line. And I know what I'm looking for, so definitely go read her instructions so you know exactly where you're cutting and why. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull on this end. So I'm just gonna grab a hold of the pom-poms and pull. Huh, maybe I didn't cut it all the way through. So let me just cut it right there. And so you can see now the pom-poms are pulling away from the tape because we're getting that string out of there. All right, now we have successfully removed our pom-poms from the tape. So let's glue these on. And so the bottom side is this side with all the little bumps here. And so I'm just going to set that right into the glue right there on the edge. And don't worry about the little white spots here. If there's a lot, maybe try and get it, but it'll dry clear. so you won't be able to see it once it's dry. I'm just gonna hold this in place and let this dry before I move on to the next section. I'm really excited about this. I think it's turning out super cute. Okay, because I'm not quite sure about the bow, but I really do like it. I'm gonna take one of my little framing pins, which is just a little tiny sequin pin. And I'm gonna attach the bow with that for now to test it out. And if I like it, I'll glue it into place. I'm just shoving the pin through the center of the knot carefully and try not to stab myself. I'm into it. I think the bow's cute. Yes, I think I will glue it into place, and I'm gonna glue it in front of the pom-poms. I just kind of shoved it back behind there to test it, but I think I'm gonna stick it right in front of the pom-poms. So yeah, let's keep it. Yay, okay. And I think it'll be nice because it'll, I mean, obviously this is like an ornament shape, but it'll kind of cover this part up, which, you know, since the rest of it is covered, you know, be cute. I wish this hanger was a little bit longer, but it's stapled on all nice. So I'm just gonna go with the hanger it had. Yeah, I'll just leave the hanger as is. Okay, got the pin nice and gluey. I'm just gonna hold that in place while the glue dries. Okay, it's done, and I think it is so stinking cute. Okay, yay, I'm excited. Okay, I was not as chatty during this one as I thought I would be. Sorry about that, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this finish with me doing this round ornament. I've had this thing in my stash for a couple of years now, since 2019, and I'm glad I finally found a pattern that fits it. So this is 40 count Picture This Plus, Berries in Bloom, with my own colors. So if you stitch it on a 40 count, it'll be just under 4 inches round. So you can also do a round ornament finish. I think the model was stitched on 32, which I imagine is like closer to 5 inches round. That'd be a pretty big ornament. So I'm glad I stitched this on 40 count, but yay! This is so cute. I'm gonna go put it on the tree right now.